So I'm just going to be talking about my classroom management style. First and foremost, I think the fundamental thing when it comes to classroom management is student engagement. If students are not engaged, chances are you're gonna have some disciplinary issues. But before I get into that, I think there are certain things from a management perspective that a teacher can do, such as setting the guidelines from day one. If students know what the rules are, and better yet, if they have been included in the process of creating those rules, creating those guidelines, then you can have a little bit of consistency. When they come into the classroom, they know what to expect. And a great example of that is something that we do in physics. Every time we come into the classroom, we have a do now. And our professor, she uses this professionally in her teaching practice, and she says it works great as a management technique because when students come in, they have a problem sheet right in front of them. That's kind of like a diagnostic for the assessment, a diagnostic assessment for the learning that's going to take place during the day, during the lesson period. So it establishes some consistency, which is a key element. Another thing I think is very important is the concept of respect has to be established very early on. Students must respect each other, they must respect the teacher, and they must respect the content that they are learning. They may or may not like it, but if they're in the classroom, then if the teacher is able to convey to the students why this material is important. If it's in the curriculum, yeah, the students have to take it, but why is it in the curriculum? There's a reason why it's in the curriculum. And whether it's history, it's geography, it's mathematics, the reason, if a course is mandatory, the reason it is mandatory is because it's very important for the student's knowledge base. So once those reasons have been articulated, once there's a very consistent pattern, students come in, they know exactly what to expect. Once respect has been established in the classroom amongst peers and between students and teachers, then if the teacher takes the time to prepare engaging lessons, right? Lessons that are relevant. You can teach Snell's laws two ways. You can teach, I'm a math and physics major. You can teach Snell's law and give them the equations. Or you can teach Snell's law and make them realize that you're going to look at the rainbow a totally different way now. You're actually going to see the rainbow. You're not just going to glance at it and like, oh, that's a rainbow. When you see the color split up, you're going to be like, I know what's going on here, right? So that's just an example. That's what I think about. Or when you teach sine and cos waves. Oh, why are we learning sine and cos waves? Well, everything in the world is sinusoidal. Whether it's your heartbeat, electric current, the wind, you go outside, weather, everything is cyclical. I can think of numerous examples right now. But if you convey that to the kids, that regardless of where you go, if you were to model it mathematically, if you're standing on a beach and your hair is just, waving like this, well, how would you model it? With a wave, right? So they may not like it, but that will engage them. If the teacher knows the topic well, if the teacher is really into the topic, then he or she can prepare a very engaging lesson. And if there's a consistent routine, respect is established, there's a consistent, like I said, consistent routine, respect is established, and you deliver engaging lessons, you should have no problem when it comes to classroom management. So that's what my personal philosophy is like. But I'm excited to see and read and view my peers and what they think about this topic. Thank you for watching.